What's that? Give me lit. Oh shit.
Not yet. No, we already started. We're on.
Bye. I got bye.
Now I start broadcasting.
Let's go.
Check.
Yo, we in the building.
Yep. I think we're good.
All right.
I think we're good.
Cue the music.
Oh, you know what?
Cue the music.
I'm gonna take the blame for this. I just realized that I never updated the titles. And I think it might be too late to update them right
Fuck
now.
It. It's all right. You can always edit later on, I think. Let's go.
We're going to find out right now. Let's see if I can update all of them right now.
Let's see, because if we can, music's about to start. About to get the show
started. We're already live. So at this point now.
Baby, welcome to the party. 2-year anniversary. Rest in peace to the late great Pop Smoke. Baby, welcome to the party.
Wow, really?
Now he's deaf, the song.
Okay, I was about to say, that's crazy. But let's get it started, man.
What up, Bushwick? What up, Brooklyn?
Clap it up. Episode 14
in the building.
We are now live. Episode 14 is in
full effect.
And
we're only 25 minutes late. Yes.
Just a little bit late. Just a little bit late. I guess can we share the blame this time?
Yeah, we're both late. Yeah. Couldn't find parking.
Yeah.
Had to go meet up with my clothing dealer.
It's crazy. I was actually ready, and then you were a little bit behind, and then I just went with it, and I was like, all right, I guess we're late.
I still got here before 8:30.
No. Yeah. I'm not even saying that, but like it's crazy because I definitely was ready, and then I got relaxed, and then
you gotta relax,
and then you told me I gotta relax.
Yes, I did.
Oh man.
It
is working. Yeah, it is working. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Apparently, Facebook is a little bit on a delay, but it is working. It is working. I think it's working. I don't know. Let's check.
Let's see.
Let's
check, baby.
I'm not sure. Oh, actually, I'm showing a little drop frames right now. Let me just fix that. A little live tech support once again. Never hurt anybody.
Definitely never hurt anybody. I'm over here looking down the whole time. Forgive me. I should be looking at the camera, but I ain't.
I feel like the drop frames shouldn't be an issue, but it usually is, and I'm trying to fix it, but I don't know.
I think you're reacting.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, seeing red, that's never a good thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, seeing red is never
not a good color.
Never.
Unless you're a gang member and you're affiliated with the Bloods, the red is definitely not a good member.
Yeah. What up, Blood?
What up,
Blood?
What up?
I feel like I'm much too close to the camera, and you're too far, or one of us is closer, one of us is that. Like,
how about that?
That's a little bit better, I guess.
I don't know. That's about the best I can do.
Unless, wait, why does yours seem taller or higher than mine?
There we go.
That's
boom.
Weird.
There we go. Mira loki.
There we go.
I'm taller than you.
There you go. There you go.
Taller than him. Yes. Yes, love.
Wait. Oh, is it? I feel like I don't know.
I feel like I'm
if
taller.
It's on.
I wish I was.
Are you on IG?
Yep, I am.
Okay,
on
perfect.
IG.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. I don't know if it's stuttering, but
wait. Actually, I am not. I've been kicked off.
Oh, you got kicked off.
Check.
See if you could start me.
Jacking is not.
Start me. You hear me? See if you can start me.
DJ Frank
See if
White
you can
is
send
definitely
me the key. See if you can send me the key.
One more time.
It is definitely pixelating, but it's a
So-
little bit smooth.
Do we have to make a new key?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Do you have to make a new key? Yeah, it's a small possibility. Well, actually, wait. Before you do that, let me try to
it's
start
telling me
it.
to
Yeah.
stop broadcast. I mean,
No,
I
no,
think
no,
it's
no,
still
no. Don't do that.
broadcasting.
Don't do that.
I think it might be still broadcasting, Papa.
No. Try. It said failed to connect. That is interesting.
Technical support once again. Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Yeah. Send me another.
Let's stop. Finish. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody. There's nobody on right now anyway. These people.
Send me this new key.
Okay, do this one more time. What is your phone number? That would be so much easier. I mean,
Yes, it is. Except I didn't really want to give it out over there.
You know what? You're right. Let's not do that. Let's just do this.
Bruh.
Yeah, let's just do this.
Like, wait, hold up. Wow, we're still dropping frames. What the heck is going on?
That's what.
Let me see. We're still dropping frames. I'm a little disappointed there. What can I do to correct this?
What would you do for a Klondike bar? What would you do?
I think that helped.
Me singing? I'm gonna keep singing then.
Yeah, no, I don't think I don't think that helped. I don't think that helped. But yeah, that is funny.
All right. Oh.
Did you send me that?
I sent you both,
nice.
papitos.
Nice. Okay, hold on. All right. This should fix it. Let me double check.
Yo. Ay. Fucking sucks when you wanna start on time, but it doesn't happen because the fucking shit is a piece of crap. I just wanna sing. I'm sending invitations to everybody, but it's all. Ooh, gotta start an hour earlier. Ooh, shit got me stressed out. Yeah. My man C is in the building. ¿Cómo está, loco mani? How you doing? Yo, Carlos, bro, we trying to get technical difficulties going.
Yeah,
Trying to get this shit.
My apologies.
Trying to get this started. See you in the building. Let me go on Facebook. Try to get this shit popping. Let me go on Facebook. Get this shit popping. Who else we can hit up? Let's see, all my peoples. Yo, C, man, you see this fucking bullshit that's going on with the Mets, man? These motherfuckers got me stressed out. Probably shouldn't be cursing.
Yes, that would be nice, sir.
I know.
That would be nice.
Oh, man. Yeah, we trying. Yo, see, we trying, bro. We definitely trying to see what's going on. Estoy trying. We gonna get into this shit. It should be starting any minute now. Yeah, I know. I gave you the thumbs down. That's what happens when you got a Yankee fan fucking controlling shit.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh man! Even though he said I'm wearing a blasphemous hat today, I don't think so. But it is what it is. Let me turn this away. Yeah, I like it right there. Yeah, I like that. Laying down. You got. Ooh.
All right. This.
Come on. Can we get it started?
Finally.
I'm about. Apologies. Well, let me put start broadcast so we can start it over
My
here.
apologies.
And then start the broadcast.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I mean, even though they won yesterday and
Fuck all that.
hopefully they win
Because
today,
we gotta do this all over.
they are still the last place Yankees.
Let's start all over.
You said let's start all over.
Alright. All right. For the second time, I will
for the second, third, fourth, fifth time. My apologies.
If the first shit don't succeed,
Is IG working for you?
Then at first you don't succeed. Try again. IG is on. We in the building.
I'm like, wait, is IG working for you? Nah, my fault. My bad.
IG's definitely
my
on.
bad.
All right, what's up?
He said, how fucks did you ring? I'm patient. Yo, well, listen, let's clap that up right now, okay? All right? In a world where everybody expects things right now, right this moment, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Listen, you got to be patient. Well, anyway, how was your week, bro?
It was a emotional roller coaster is how I could best describe it. The highs of like some of like things going on in my personal life, and then the lows and highs of everything going on in the world.
That we're gonna get into. But at least you're doing good in personal life. Me, it was actually a really good week this week. I had a good week.
On a personal level.
On a personal.
Okay,
on
a
personal
personal
level. On the world level. On everything besides my world.
Yeah.
It was a fucking shitty week. Again, pardon my language. It was a bad week for me, and I'm gonna elaborate. But I went out to eat twice this week.
Oh, nice.
So,
okay.
I mean, I finally clap it up. I finally edited the show, so IG actually has some clips.
Yeah. we definitely gotta give you your props.
No, don't give me props because we agreed. Even though late, Isaac does a wonderful job to get the show started, to have all the technical stuff here.
Did you just say even though late?
I want all this.
He was like even though late,
but he does a great job. So I was supposed to be keeping up with the IG, but I think the last one I had was like episode 8, something like that, and we're like on 14. But I made it up the last 2 days.
To be fair, I don't know if people out there know this, and I don't know if you mentioned this before, but you work. You work, right? My man works, all right? Works. People got ish to do, man. All right? I'm not going to fault you for that. I understand.
When I get busy. All right, let's get right into it, guys. I hope everybody's good. All right, so our first topic, like always, we're going to talk about the Mets and the Yankees. I'll go first with the Mets. Of course, the Mets find a way to spoil Francisco Lindor's first home run as a Met and losing to the Cubs in blowout fashion. I think it was like 16-4 or 14-6. Either way, it was the destruction, and I want to talk about that.
Did they play more than one game this week?
Hold up. It gets worse than that. So we went from first place, again, it's a very early season, to getting swept by the Cubs, who I believe is in last place in their division.
Wow. Okay. That all right.
But hold on.
I was as bad
What's
also,
my biggest,
but that's pretty bad because the Cubs have been playing awful.
Right. What's my biggest knock on the Mets off season? I'll reiterate because I've been saying it over and over again.
Okay.
The Mets were willing to spend $45 million on Trevor Bauer,
Okay.
which you said would have been a good idea because pitching is very hard to get. Well,
Hold on. Let's clarify.
Okay.
The amount is absurd.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they should have spent $45 million. I'm just saying you have to get starting pitching.
Okay.
I mean, starting pitching. Period.
Understood. I understand. I stand corrected. My biggest pet peeve of the fucking offseason was the fact that they didn't trade for Nolan Arenado.
Okay.
I've been saying it almost on every show when we talk about the Mets. Okay. Now the reason I'm bringing this up because Arenado is once again is showing his stellar defense at third base, and he's hitting. He already has like 4 home runs. I think Alonso's the leader on our team. He has like 4 or 5. I think Arenado already has 4 or 5. Now I'm bringing this up. The only reason I'm bringing this up, the game got out of hand when J.D. Davis, our everyday third baseman, could not make a routine play on a ground ball. During that inning, because right after that ground ball was not played, 6 runs was scored on the Mets. This wouldn't have happened if Arenado was there, man.
I don't think he would have made that much of a difference for you guys.
Yes,
though.
he would have. His 4 home runs with his RBIs, not to mention that stellar defense, he would have made that.
But you take on that contract, man.
You take on that contract. So what you do is you don't sign Conforto because you're going to take out because Conforto is expendable, like we talked about outfielder. Then,
but so hold on.
You have a
this is what you're
done.
saying. This is what you're saying though. You're essentially saying that they should go out and basically spend the way the Dodgers are spending, but there's a difference. The Dodgers actually built up a young.
Okay. So let's look at the Mets.
Let's look
at the Mets rosters right now. Besides Lindor, right, and the catcher McCann, everybody else is homegrown talent.
So I think you're using the word talent loosely, but okay.
Pete Alonso,
that's talent.
Jeff McNeil,
that's still questionable.
Dom Smith
is still questionable.
Michael Conforto,
still questionable.
Brandon Nemo. I'm talking about, but this is what you brought up.
I'm talking about consistent production though. The guys you're talking about have been like up and down.
Well, and the microphone.
Speaking of up and down,
broke the microphone. It's over. And next week's show, no. McNeil's a 2-time All-Star. Alonso's an All-Star. Conforto's an All-Star.
Alonso's an All-Star.
Dom is say what you want about Dom. Dom is awesome. Besides his defense is shaky. And Nemo has the best on-base percentage in baseball.
Right now, it's April.
Last year, he was in the last 2 years, he's been in the top 5 or 6 in on-base percentage. Again, I'm not calling them All-Stars. Yeah. But this is homegrown talent. You say they need homegrown talent. DeGrom is homegrown talent.
But
so you telling me
the Dodgers have consistently been able to replace people though. Is what I'm saying.
The Dodgers went and got Mookie Betts. Arguably a top 3 player in the league.
They didn't really need him, but actually, you know what? I say that, and then he continues to prove that he made the difference. Over the top. Yeah.
So they got him right. They already have Cody Bellinger, a top 10 player. They already had whoever they had. So the Mets have their homegrown talent. They bring in Lindor. Why they can't bring in Arenado? They're paying $50 million for the next 2 years. Colorado, we're gonna talk about this every day show.
We got. My man said I miss my dude Flores, another homegrown talent.
Another bum. No.
Come on. The
only reason people love Flores
because he cried.
He cried, hit that home run.
There's no crying in baseball.
He hit the home run to win the game.
There's no crying in baseball.
Let's move on. So the Mets lose the last 3 games to the Cubs. The fucking terrible Cubs. We start a series today with the Nationals, and as we speak, I might as well just give an update on what's the score right now.
Yeah. Give me an update on my last place Yankees also. By the way,
oh yeah, because I was waiting for you to diss my Mets. You didn't, because I was gonna go off on them.
I'm not gonna diss. How can I diss them? We're playing worse than the Mets.
All right, I'm knock on wood. The Mets are up 3-0, and the Yankees are up 5-0. 5-3. 5-3 in the bottom.
So we have a chance to win back-to-back games?
The Yankees are going to get it together.
Back-to-back games?
So how do you feel about the Yankees and their last place playing?
First of all, all right. Thank God George is not alive right now, because this would have killed them. They're playing so bad that the Steinbrenner I know probably would have fired Boone. And it's not even his fault.
They're not hitting.
I'm sorry. I got I'm sorry. I got a little I get a little rage.
You got a little jacket in you.
Yeah. The pitching is horrible.
The passion.
The bullpen is horrible. The offense is horrible. The bench is horrible. All the way down. Even Boone, some of the decision making that Boone has made has been questionable also.
But listen, to give them the benefit of the doubt, you can't get any worse. They have to go.
So yeah, you can only go up right from here.
You can't expect Baltimore or
I
Boston to continue to play the way they're playing.
I know. But at the same time, with the payroll we have, we didn't go backwards. I understand. Like last year's team, that team, I would have been like, yo, if they got a rough start, I understand. They had nobody as starting pitching. All right? We actually got a couple of guys back. We can patch it together. Even if we did even if we went with an opener, a la Tampa Bay, by the way. Even if we went with an opener, I felt confident about our chances to win because of the offense. You can't do that when the whole lineup is striking out. Yeah,
you're right. But they'll get it together, man. I mean, like I said, they're not hitting home runs. They will.
They're not hitting anything. They're not hitting anything, bro.
They will, though.
They're not hitting anything.
I think the Yankees have a bright future.
And then when they draw walks, they consistently leave a small village on the base pads.
No, nobody's worse than the Mets, man. Nobody's worse.
Don't get me started
10 people
there.
on the bases. 13 people on the bases.
The only Met I root for is Dom Smith, and
he's sticking it up.
They take him out of the lineup, which I don't understand. That lineup is terrible. How do you bench Don Smith? How do you bench Don Smith?
Yo, Isaac, really?
You gotta relax.
I know it's April, but listen, I'm sorry. I'm in a competitive fantasy league. I get very upset, and I want to win.
All right, moving on. Let's go to the Mets and the Yankees. I think they're both gonna turn around. They'll have good years
eventually, hopefully, maybe.
In other New York news, obviously Brooklyn. One of the three favorites to win the championship when healthy. We're not gonna talk about the Nets.
The hell with the Nets.
But let's talk about.
Yes, let's clap it up.
We're gonna run this town tonight.
Let's clap it
up. The Knicks. The Knicks are the talk of the town.
The Knicks are the talk of the NBA apparently, according to LeBron James.
We're not gonna. Let's get into LeBron's tweet.
According to LeBron James.
So LeBron tweets out. He's a troll. I'm starting to think he's just a troll, but because if he feels this way, but I want to get into this. So LeBron tweets out, "Ain't no denying Dipset, and the league is simply better off when the Knicks are winning." So why did you come to New York, you jerk?
Thank you.
Now, granted,
thank you.
Granted,
because that's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that. I was like, yo, like, I get it. You wanted to go play with Wade or whatever. But if you really felt the way you felt right there, you bring a championship to New York, bro.
There's no other thing in the world like it. Jeter is immortalized. Joe Namath immortalized. Forever.
Yes. So the Knicks.
Eli Manning forever.
Yes, forever.
Dana,
Thank you.
Walt Clyde Frazier. These guys will never have to play for me ever at New York ever.
Exactly.
You immortalize yourself in sports. But whatever. Let's just, LeBron, I'm not going to, I want to curse you out, but I'm not going to. I have something to talk about you later on in the show. But let's talk about the good news with the Knicks. Julius Randle is playing out of his mind.
Out of his mind.
Just came off of Player of the Week.
Yeah.
Win. This past week, he was averaging, I think, 36, 6, and 7. Like, great numbers. And he, yesterday, to get sole possession of fourth place, they beat Atlanta. He had 40 points. I think it was 40, 11, and 6.
So,
11 rebounds, 6 assists.
I know he's not going to get serious votes, but I really feel that you can make the best argument for him being MVP. Without him on that New York Knicks team, they're nowhere near as good.
If you believe, and not being New York biased because everybody's talking about it. Shaq was talking about it with
he's
the
MVP.
Candace Parker and Shaq were talking about how the Knicks winning is like, it's amazing. So it's not just New York that's talking about it. If he continues to play like this for the next, I think they have like 8 games left. 8 games left. He got to get a conversation.
Even
at least a couple votes.
Listen, I first of all,
he's improved player.
He definitely better finish in the top 3.
He's most improved player for sure. Most improved player.
But he deserves more than that, Josh.
I think so too.
Josh, without him, the Knicks are awful.
And they said he might get an All Player all player nomination. He might get an all team nomination.
All team. Yeah, why not?
No, he's
gonna finish. No, he's gonna finish second team. He has to finish second team.
So first,
he has to finish second team.
All right, let's talk.
I don't think he finishes first team just because
of
the guys that are, like the usual
LeBron
suspects
missed a shit ton of games.
Yeah, the usual suspects are
and
going to finish.
Embiid missed a shit ton of games.
Yeah, I know.
Chris Paul's probably gonna get a first. He's gonna probably get a first team because he's an MVP talk right now.
Yeah.
But James Harden got hurt.
For all the same reasons that they talk
James
about
Harden
Chris
got hurt.
Paul.
I mean, a lot of people that would normally get this first team.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of injuries. Randle has missed one game and leading the league in minutes.
You know what? I gotta go with that. I think you're absolutely right. I think he should finish in the top 3 in MVP, and I feel he is the MVP. Yeah. And he definitely should finish first team.
So if
he missed one game, bro.
So
in the light or in today's world where minutes restriction,
leading the league in minutes,
and
leading the league in minutes.
Come on,
Missed one game.
Come on, man.
You figure? I think it's 3 front court players and 2 back court players. So Jokic has to be first team. Jokic has to be first team. Embiid missed time, but Embiid was the MVP before he got hurt. So I see those 2. Who's the third forward? Kawhi Leonard?
I don't view so. His game is so limited at times that But
he was the front runner MVP before he got hurt.
But we spoke about this about regular season heroes.
Yeah. But I'm just talking about from a regular season.
Yeah, I know. So but he falls in that category. Absolutely.
Julius Randle has to get a second all team NBA. And what about Tom Thibodeau?
I'm curious to know what everybody else thinks, guys. If you think that Julius Randle should be MVP, please let us know in the chat. I mean, honestly, I know that there's some guys that deserve obviously consideration, but I think everything that he's meant to that Knicks team, it's just
bro. It says a lot.
It's not even the same without him. It's not even the same without him.
Tom Thibodeau, he has to be in the Coach of the Year talks too.
Yes, absolutely.
The Knicks got the third overall pick.
Yeah.
Okay. The first overall. Wait, the Knicks, who they drafted this year? No, they didn't have the third pick. They had the 6 or 7.
Yeah.
About the year before. They drafted that guy.
And we missed on
Obi Toppin.
Yeah, they drafted Toppin and they got Barrett before, and then they got
Quigley.
I'm sorry,
Quigley. IQ. Emmanuel Quigley.
No, Knox. I thought it was Knox.
No, Knox was before that.
Okay.
Knox and Robinson were in the same draft.
Okay.
We drafted Robinson in the second round, so he was the steal. This year, Toppin.
Even still, we've never really had Could you imagine? First of all, could you imagine if we had Ja Morant?
Oh my God.
Could you imagine if we had Ja Morant with Randle right now?
I like RJ though. I think RJ. He's progressively getting better.
I understand that, and I respect RJ.
Ja Morant,
but he's not Ja Morant.
No, he's explosive.
He's not Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they had Ja Morant?
Yeah, it would be.
God, man.
Well, anyway, Tom Thibodeau should be in the conversation for Coach of the Year. The Knicks were complete last year.
No. It was
just complete.
No. They were
garbage last year.
They were.
And Julius Randle, for whatever you want to say, he had an interview today with well, maybe not today, but it was on Wojnarowski's podcast. I don't know what day it was, but I heard it today on Instagram. And he says that he was pissed for how he played last year. And in November of last year, Worldwide West and Leon, the president, they got together with him to talk with him with his agent. He didn't know that they were eventually going to take over the team.
He didn't know that they were going to take over the team?
No. So when they took over the team in, I believe, March or April or the beginning, they talked to him. They said, listen, we want to make you an all-star. What can we do to make you an all-star? And his first thing he said was, I need a coach that's going to hold me accountable.
Ooh, okay. All right.
And he says he was paying homage to Tibbs saving his career. He said, saved my career. Because last year, I mean, he went to the Pelicans. He was averaging a double-double. That's why we signed him for the money we signed him for.
Yeah.
And then last year, I mean,
and I think Gentry was the coach at the time in New Orleans. Yeah, and he's also a solid. He's a player's coach, but he's definitely
very good coach.
Yeah.
So he had a bad year. And I'll say one more thing about the Knicks, and then we'll move on. Zion. By the way, Randle and Zion went at it. If you didn't see the game with the Pelicans. They went at it, and Zion came, and this is the shit that pisses me off.
I know.
This is the shit that pisses me off about NBA players.
I know.
This is why I loved Melo so much. This is why I loved Melo so much. These players all say the same shit. The Garden is like my second home. I love playing in the Garden. Kobe said it.
Yeah.
LeBron said it.
Yeah.
Jordan said it. A bunch of great players say it. But when it comes down to signing, nobody wants to come to the fucking Knicks.
Facts. And then the minute that you get that opportunity, it doesn't happen. Now, we don't want to go into that.
But anyway, so Zion,
we don't want to break down the mood about the Knicks.
Zion says besides New Orleans, the Garden is his favorite place to play.
I saw the Kool-Aid smile. He had that. He was cheesing.
Like, I'm not full of shit.
I'm like, bruh, come on, man. Come on.
Would you take Zion? 7 years? Because he's going to be with them at least 7 years.
You know,
by that time, he might be the face of the franchise. He might be the face of the NBA.
You're right, but I feel like the training that he's doing is not right for his body.
You talked about this before.
Yeah. I feel like the training that he's doing is not right for his body. I think he needs a different trainer.
I mean, Charles Barkley was enormous. And he had a great career.
No. Charles that played with the Sixers, Charles that played with Phoenix, never as now, even though Zion is muscular, man. But that's the problem. I think the difference is that Zion is hitting the weights like seriously.
You think so? I think that's natural, man. I think he's a big guy.
I don't know. I just don't like the frame. I don't like the frame. Not for longevity. Not for longevity.
All right, let's move on. All right, well, hopefully the Knicks keep winning, and we'll see what happens come playoff time. All right,
I think the Knicks will keep winning. Stay positive, sir. Stay positive.
The next stretch is going to be, I think 5 out of the next 6 teams are going to be playoff teams.
Well, let's look at what are possible playoff matchups.
Well, I think Toronto would be our matchup if we were to place to play them right now. No, actually, it'll be Atlanta. We'll play Atlanta right now. Because we're the 4th seed, Atlanta's the 5th seed. I like our chances against Atlanta.
I like our chances against
Even
Atlanta.
though yesterday we played them, we had a hard time against them without Trey. Trey got hurt.
I mean, that's what I was going to say. I mean, it is going to be a tough matchup. They can't overlook anybody.
But we'll see what happens. Again, let's move on because, we can talk about the Knicks all day long. All right, another basketball news, not really basketball related, but the late, great Kobe Bryant, his estate decided to say, Nike, we're done with you. And in a comment that I read between the estate, they were pretty upset the way that Nike was handling the apparel, the sneakers.
Yeah.
That stuff was not available. Things were selling out and they weren't bringing them out. They were making it limited.
Yeah.
And from what I read, the estate didn't want that. Kobe didn't want that. Kobe wanted his brand, his clothing, his sneakers to be given away to everyone. Not given away,
but to be available.
Be available everywhere.
Yeah.
And for him to pass away and Nike to, when they make stuff limited, it's for monetary things to make the value of whatever it is more than what it maybe should be. I understand them.
So
I mean, but
for me, it's the disrespect on Nike's part, as far as the money. Now, did the estate go a little too far with the?
I didn't see the money.
So
they want a lifetime.
There was no. Like, I guess they had to have a gag on it. Yeah. There was no talk of specifics as far as the money, but the estate wanted to be compensated on the likes of LeBron and MJ. Completely understandable. Unfortunately, those two individuals are around to continue.
Yes, all right.
To promote.
I understand.
Nike as a whole, right?
I understand.
So it's like a.
But that they just.
It's a tough position
after this move. The estate got a copyright something of Mamba apparel.
Yeah, so
they're having their own.
The minute that happened, I knew what was coming. Yeah, the minute that happened, I knew what was coming, and I'm sure it's something that Kobe probably already had in mind or in the works in case things didn't work out. However, if Kobe was still with us, there's no way Nike lets him leave, and that's why I'm a little disappointed in Nike. I'm a little disappointed in Nike because I don't want to see Kobe tied to anything else other than Nike.
But it's just like the sneakers that you have behind me, right? The Yeezys.
Yeah.
The Nike Yeezys. Now, Kobe's can't be retroed. That's it.
Yeah.
they're done. Kobe moved on. You can't retro his sneakers.
I'm curious. Is that confirmed? I mean, I would assume that probably that's
Once the
something
contract
that
is
Kobe,
over, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't no longer use my name. You're done.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Wow. I mean,
So,
then
I mean,
Nike.
I'm sorry.
Nike gets a huge.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm not to say that all the
Thank
Kobe's
yourself.
were fired, but he did have a couple pieces. That were
No. He absolutely did, and but it's just not that.
I don't
mean,
even own a pair of Kobe's
Uh,
because I don't wear low tops.
we all know Kobe was with Adidas at one point.
Yeah, the Kobe
and,
Adidas I like, the Crazy Eights.
But it
changed once you got to Nike.
Exactly. That's my point, right?
It changed.
You just.
I think when he got to Nike's where he became the
I'm not
Mamba.
gonna lie. When I saw the news break, right, and I knew right away both sides were morons, because I think in that situation it takes two sides to really make this that bad.
I could see them coming back to the drawing board and maybe a year or two.
I don't know. It sounded like an ugly breakup. It sounded like an ugly breakup.
But the state is very hot right now. His wife is.
I mean, it's always going to be.
I know, but especially time heals things. Time, I can see 5-6 years from now, maybe a couple years from now. Let's say the Mamba clothing brand. Let's say the Mamba clothing brand doesn't work out.
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know. I think it will.
Well,
I think it will, because I'm
not saying it won't.
I think what's gonna happen, even though it's gonna be curious, I don't think LeBron can be directly involved, but maybe Rich Paul. I think this gets bigger than you think. As far as remember, he already had Mamba Academy. He already had brands in place.
But you know what, Ice? These players, they're not stupid anymore. They're players, but they're business savvy. Durant just did the Bitcoin thing. He made a boatload of money. It hasn't come out to see how much money he's made, but it's been rumored he's made into like the hundreds of millions with the Bitcoin thing he did. These players are no longer just players. They're businessmen.
Yeah. Absolutely.
D Wade signed with that Way of Wade, that brand. He made a lot of money off of it. Granted, in our neighborhoods, we probably didn't have many. You probably see many people with them.
I don't think I've ever seen a pair.
But I've looked for them.
But overseas, I'm
a big Dwayne Wade fan. That was my favorite player. Besides Jordan and maybe Iverson, Dwayne Wade was my favorite player. So I went to look for Way of Wades. First off, they weren't cheap. They weren't cheap.
Would those be classified as Miguelitos?
I don't even think people know what I have on my feet.
No, they won't. But I'm just saying, would those be classified as Miguelitos? Yes, they would.
But that'll be
they would.
Like me. That'll be me standing. Like, I don't think I'm wearing them for fashion. I buy them and I'm not gonna wear them and be like, I'm going out with them.
So I'm not gonna disrespect Patrick Ewing.
Hold on.
I think certain Patrick Ewings when they came out,
Miguelitos, for fashion purposes are Miguelitos. If you're gonna go play ball in them in the fucking court and then not wear them, I'm talking about, when I say about Miguelitos, I'm talking about you trying to be fashionable with them.
But you trying to be fashionable with a pair of
way of the weight? I didn't say I was going to be fashionable.
I'm not saying you personally.
No, hold on.
I'm just saying the person that decides to purchase these what are they called again?
Way of Weight.
Way of Weight.
Let me ask you a question though.
Yes.
If I got a D Wade jersey on with a Heat hat on, I can't wear those sneakers?
I think you're doing too much.
I'm a fan. I'm standing.
I think that's too much. I think that's too much. I'm sorry.
I think
that's too much.
I think you need to get off of D Wade's gonads. Leave his gonads alone.
I think because at that point now, so is it okay to wear a Shaq jersey, a Laker hat, and then a pair of Shaqs?
There's a couple Shaqs that are off the hook. Those are definitely no garbage.
I'm not talking about Reebok Shaqs. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Are you kidding me right now?
You're talking about the Walmart Shaqs.
Get the hell out of here, bro.
You see the Shaqs that look like the Jordan 10s? I showed you them, right?
Come on, that's what I'm saying. No,
the Reebok like the pumps.
So you could get away with a Mitchell and S Shaq jersey and some Walmart Shaqs?
Okay.
Exactly. Come on, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here with that.
You got me. All right, so I'm glad.
Guys, everybody tuning in on Instagram, please join us on YouTube or Facebook, guys, so you can join the chat. We appreciate it. Obviously, we put it up on Instagram for a reason, but guys, if you can join us on Facebook or YouTube so you can join the chat, everybody, thank you all for tuning in.
All right, moving on. The next topic. All right, so I think we're done with sports, right? We got anything else to talk about? Yeah, we're good. Let's move on. Red and Meth versus.
Oh, hold on. Wait.
Oh my God!
You gotta clap. You have to clap it up for that verse.
Okay, who won?
I think we all won. I think hip hop
Yes,
won because
not hip hop. I said I won. As a fan, I won.
Yeah, I think everybody, because not only first of all, I know Method Man is definitely a gym rat. I didn't know Redman, like, they were both highly energetic, highly
I heard that their
efficient.
concerts are like amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to go see that.
Yeah. You know what? Just being a hip hop person that loves, hip hop, the producing and stuff, to see it was almost like Eric Sermon versus RZA, like their beats and the styles. It was like it was to me.
It was hip hop essence. It was perfect.
Love it.
It was so New York hip hop, and then to bring it over the top, DJ Scratch. Scratch, who already is a legendary producer and DJ in his own right.
He was fucking up that show.
Nah,
bro.
You wildin'. Did you see the intro? If it wasn't for just the intro alone,
bro, even he was saying it. But the songs, he was like,
he made mistakes. He definitely made mistakes.
I think he was too much of a big DJ to be doing that type. Like,
I was. He
was pissing me off. Man.
There was a couple times where he was
pissing me off.
But it was in that part, yes, because I've seen him perform live before, and he's ridiculous. Yeah. Could he have done better? Yes, but I just think like all three together was awesome.
It was in the Apollo, right?
I don't know. I don't know where it was at.
In the Apollo.
So I'm upset because that's something we should have went to. That would have been awesome.
There wasn't a lot of people in the stands. You saw when they all came on the stage. It wasn't. It probably was their people's. It wasn't anybody. But that would have been fantastic to go see.
Bro, I was so sick. I wanted to be in attendance of that.
That would have been fantastic to see.
Like there's certain verses that have happened. What was it? DMX and Snoop.
Rest in peace, DMX. That was
the Beanie Man and Bounty Killer.
Yeah. Jada and Fab.
I like it was dope, but
you think Fab could have better?
No, Jada was so drunk and Fab just didn't want to slay him because he was faded.
What?
He was faded.
You're crazy. He didn't want to slay him.
He didn't want to slay him.
They both came up there with game plans. They both came with game plans.
I think Fab took it easy on him. He was like, "Yo, you drunk."
Yeah, you're lying.
It was
but after Fab said he was bent too. Fab said he was fucking drunk too.
It was like, I mean, I'm sure he was faded, but he wasn't Jada faded. Jada was faded.
And on the Versus page, they have one that says rematch.
I would like to see that rematch without a drunk Jada.
No, but that's the only one that I think's catalog is big enough to do a rematch.
But I also think, like Jada, guys, you can argue with me in the chat, please. I think Jada has never been a great performer. He's not a great performer.
Okay, you think Fab is? I've seen Fab on Summer Jam many times. He's not a great performer either.
He's not. Like I'll agree with you there. I just don't think they're great performers. I think to make an entertaining and dope verses, look at Redman and Method Man was heads and above. Yeah.
But DMX and Snoop was like really good too.
That was good too, and even though DMX was a little faded too, so he was twisted
and
too.
Snoop was smoked out.
Yeah, but Snoop was vibing. Snoop was vibing, yo.
Again, rest in peace.
Snoop was vibing, man. Snoop was vibing.
I'm not gonna
and Bounty Killer and Beanie Man, bro, that was the best verses ever.
Yeah, may he rest in peace. But
Pookie, what's good, baby?
Fat Boy would have loved that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He would have loved that.
Absolutely, bro. I could already. He would have been running that in the hole for sure.
Jada Kiss, not Jada Pinkett. Jada Kiss. All right. So we agreed. Versus needed that.
Wait, who said Jada? I said Jada Pinkett.
Nah, somebody just said Jada Pinkett.
No, hell no.
I know. I think they made a joke.
I know. I didn't say that
in the chat. They said Jada.
Oh,
Pinkett.
okay. Yeah.
That was a really good versus. Who was the versus before that? It was the old school people. Earth, Wind and Fire, Ronald Isaac.
I didn't watch it, but I heard really good things about it, and I do want to watch it. I
probably would eventually. I didn't see it. But Red and Meth was good. All right, let's clap it up. What I'm about to say right now. Derek Chauvin, the cop that murdered George Floyd, was found guilty on all 3 counts.
It's tough. Definitely happy about the conviction and immediately going into custody. It is obviously tough to celebrate because it's not gonna bring George Floyd back. And it's crazy. With everything that went on, there's so much there that went on. We never like to get political, but I'm just happy that for once something this ugly is going down the way it's supposed to go down.
Yes. Dollar's in the building. Zoe's in the building. What's up, my baby? And my and Dollar, my bro.
Dollars was good.
There's been a lot of police brutality cases. Again, we're not a political show. We're not gonna get too into it. I try to look at every case as
its own. Yeah,
I don't try to say all cops are this.
Yeah,
or all people are bad.
Well, first of all, that would be just as dumb as anyone else, right? You can't group everybody together.
I always thought that people that were extremists or people that groups a whole. They don't judge the individual or an individual incident. I believe those people are assholes. I mean, that's just me. And when I talk to people about incidences, I hate when they say, "Oh, but they all do this." I don't like. I hate that. My nephew's in the building, Brandon. Me and him have these conversations all the time.
He's right, though. By the way, I just saw what he said. Yeah, like we're only celebrating we're only celebrating the conviction. I don't even want to say celebrating. We don't want to say celebrating.
Each count.
We're just happy about the conviction.
Each count holds a minimum sentence of 15 years.
Yeah, but they could group them together, so he'll probably get 15 years.
No, I'm saying
he's probably going to get 15 years.
You have to
get.
He's been charged with 3 different counts.
No, correct. But you can serve them.
They'll do 15. They'll do 15, 15, 15. He can 45 years.
I honestly, we could come back to this episode. I honestly feel
he could do 40.
He's gonna get like 15 to 20.
He could get 45 years and do 15 or 20 and then get out on good behavior.
I think he's getting like 15.
I think he should get fucking life, but whatever.
I think, bro, listen. If it would,
but you know what? Let's not go on a bad note. Let's be on a good note. We actually got the conviction.
Yeah, we got the conviction, and the fact that you don't pass go. You go directly to jail. I don't know if you saw his
face. When he was walking out, he was saying something to the judge. Like he looked at the judge, he started talking.
Well,
I didn't hear what he said, but he said something.
Well, apparently he had a good idea that he was done. Because they got a photo, he wrote the attorney's phone number on his hand. So he knew
he was out of here.
He knew he was out of here. He had a pretty good idea he was out of here. I don't know why they even bothered. You talk about all-time bonehead decisions, going to trial, really, bro? Like, nah. He definitely should have copped out. Probably would have got 10 years.
I think what he thought was going to happen, again,
get off on a technicality or some other.
George Floyd did have some type of drugs inside him, and I think that he thought the examiner was going to say, that's what he was banking on, that the examiner was going to say that the drugs in his body had some kind of cause to his death. When the examiner came on and said, no, his death was due to suffocation.
Yeah, to loss of oxygen.
That's
exactly.
Yeah, that's it. You're done. It's done.
Yeah.
So now what you would have to prove is that you didn't suffocate him. You have a video of 9 minutes of you being on the guy's neck, or even on his back, whatever.
So that brings me back to exactly what I said. You talk about, like, bro, you had no chance. You had no chance, bro. Unless there was some dumb technicality, you had no chance. And you would know the technicality beforehand, right? So, cop out, bro, because you stand no chance.
It could have been, like I said, cockiness. And you have to understand.
The arrogance.
Hold up, not even that. The prosecutors may have not given him an opt-out.
You're right. That's a possibility also.
The prosecutor said, you know what, no, we're going to go. We have a good case. We're not going to give you a cop-out.
Every now and then, somebody gets made an example of.
I don't know if this is an example.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if this
You're right. We're going to find out come sentencing.
I don't know
sentencing. If he gets some wild sentence, they made an example out of him. You better believe that. If he gets 15 years, he got off.
I don't know if, again, even if he gets, let's say he gets life in prison. I don't know if
I don't think he gets life, man. Honestly, I think he gets like 15 years.
I'm not saying he will. But let's just say he gets life. I'm just saying best case scenario. People want life. They can't give him the death penalty. So let's say he gets life in prison. Let's just throw it out there. This guy's getting life in prison. I don't know if this sets off a precedence for
dollars. You wild.
Yeah.
I can't repeat.
I sort of. I don't know if that sets off a precedence for more cops to be penalized the way, he got penalized. I mean, D.L. Hewley said it best. If they didn't have as much recordings on it as they did, he might be beaten right now.
Oh, absolutely. If that wasn't on video,
therefore, what precedence has been set?
You know what? Case in point right now. How much video is there on Breonna Taylor?
Exactly. Look what's happening.
All right. You talk about
Breonna Taylor's the young lady that they shot through her window.
Yeah, bro.
And they were looking for the wrong man.
All right. Yeah, on a no-knock warrant. Got the wrong house.
Street clothes.
All right.
Street clothes.
Yeah. All right. You talk about a real, like a straight-up murder. That's a murder. Right?
But there's no
George Floyd, another murder, but that was on video, like you said.
Eric Garner.
Now, this is going to be the crazy part, right? I strongly believe that you got to double down and you got to go just as hard on the officers who stood there and did nothing.
All right, now I'm gonna be honest with you.
I want to know if y'all agree with me because this is the thing.
Like, Ice, if
my coworker is bugging,
no, forget about this. Right?
I'm gonna tell him straight up, like, yo, listen, I understand, whatever it may be, but bro, he's in custody. Get the F off his neck, bro. Like, is it that hard to check your coworker?
No,
are you willing to go to jail for your coworker?
That's like what happened. That's what happened to. I think we talked about it last week. The woman from Jersey. The woman from Jersey that stopped one of her colleagues from applying lethal force.
Yeah.
And they fired her.
And
she
won.
She came back, got her money back.
Why? Because she was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And that's my point. You cannot punish the good cops for doing the right thing. Because when you do that, then you create precedent for everything else.
It's more simple than that. It's more simple than that. Right now, I'm with you. You have a gun. And you go outside, you shoot somebody.
Yeah.
And I don't stop you, and I don't call the cops, and I just happen to be there with you. I'm an accessory. Now, hold on.
Technically,
I'm accessory to murder because I didn't snitch on you. I was there. I was a part of it.
Okay.
Now, we go. And you're bashing somebody's head in.
Yeah.
And I'm holding his legs down while you bash this guy's fucking head in. I'm going to jail like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So they allowed. Not only was this guy suffocating him.
Yeah.
They were holding his legs down, holding his stomach down. Another one was.
I'm talking about everyone. I'm talking about the dude, even the dudes that was just standing there.
Another one was doing crowd control.
Yeah, like yo, bro, that's my point.
So, all right, okay. So, in a normal case, they would be accessory to murder. I don't think they should go to jail for murder charges, but they should get something.
I'm sorry.
They shouldn't walk away.
I'm sorry. None of them. I'm sorry.
So
like, bro, I like there's certain instances where I completely get it. It's just, but he was on his neck for 9 minutes, bro. At no point.
So they had 9 minutes.
At no point, and I remember seeing like, yo, that they were thinking like, damn, I want to say something, but they were scared to say something. What are you scared to say? You know what he's doing is wrong.
You know what? We can go back and forth about this all day long. Unfortunately, a man lost his life.
Yeah.
And the main culprit is hopefully facing justice, and hopefully he gets the book thrown at him. In another case, I wanted to talk about this. Now, this has been probably the most controversial cop killing that I have seen in quite some time.
Well, not cop killing. Police shooting.
Police shooting.
Police shooting.
Killed by a person killed by an officer. Yeah. 15-year-old, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Micaiah Bryant was killed by an officer responding to a domestic violence call.
No, I think it was just straight fighting. I think it was a couple of females fighting
amongst an assault, whatever.
I see what you're saying.
It wasn't like a husband and wife.
Yeah, it wasn't like a husband. It was just like a family, like a household thing. I got you. Okay.
So, I'll give the whole backstory, and then after I give the whole backstory, of course, if you go on our Instagram page, when I do my edits, I'm gonna actually show you the video so you can get a visualization of what I'm actually trying to say.
I think you might have to show more than one video because there's apparently a couple different.
And I have a bunch, with a bunch of different angles on it. So the aunt called the police because a couple of women had come to her house to jump her 15-year-old
to jump her daughter, I think,
niece.
A niece. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
The niece, it was in like foster care or whatever. I don't care about her background, but that was what happened. Cops showed up to the scene. Nothing was going on. No forms of engagement or violence had started yet. And then one cop showed up. As that cop showed up, from what it looks like, I saw the second angle. The young lady, Miss Bryant, goes after one girl, assaults her, punches her. The girl falls on the ground. Another gentleman, who I've yet to, I don't know who that is, a boyfriend, a friend, he kicks the young lady in the head. And then Miss Bryant turns her attention to another young lady who may have been there to do the jumping, but at that specific moment was not doing anything. She didn't want none of the smoke, and she goes to attack her. The officer shoots her. Now, at first glance, if you see the scene fast, right? Yeah. It looks like the officer just shot somebody. He got himself involved. He shot somebody he probably shouldn't do the shooting. When you slow it down and you see it, what actually happened was Miss Bryant had a knife on her. And she was going to stab this young lady with the pink. Yeah. Now, granted, I don't know if she's going to stab her leg, her arm. I don't know where she was. But she had a deadly weapon. Yeah. This officer went and fired 4 shots in her chest. And unfortunately, Miss Bryant lost her life. Now, before I give my opinion on this situation, I have 2 daughters. I have a 10-year-old and a 13-year-old. If my daughter is wielding a knife and does something, if my daughter has a gun, if my daughter has a bazooka, and somebody kills my daughter, I don't care who it is, no one's going to be able to explain to me that you killed my daughter. So as a father, that's what I'm going to say. Now, as a person that's just watching the video, that happens to have a couple friends that are police officers, you and I both. Yep. In speaking to them, the first thing that they told me is you have to meet force with force. So if somebody's coming at you with their fist, you use your taser, you use your pepper spray, so you be able to overcome them. Yeah. If somebody has a weapon of deadly matter, a knife, a gun, you want to use your firearm. So the first argument is people said they weren't mad that he attacked the woman. Yeah. They were mad that he didn't use a taser or pepper spray.
Well, pepper spray. Well, first of all, if anybody says pepper spray, I mean,
no, I've heard this. If he pepper sprays her from the distance he's in, not only is he not gonna, he's gonna. You're not doing anything. He's probably gonna pepper spray everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, she's wielding a knife. Yeah, she's gonna still continue to swing that knife. Yeah. No. If you tase this young woman, the woman looked like she has some weight on her, and it's been shown. The people that have a little more weight on them have been able to take the impact of a taser. Yeah. So she still might have been able to wield that knife. Granted, he might have been able to knock her down. Yeah. He might have been able. But again, from my premise of what I told you, she had a deadly weapon. He used his gun.
And she's going to attack somebody else.
To kill. At that point, you don't know what that knife is going to do. So that's the whole gist of it. Now, the thing happened so quickly. From the time he jumps out the car to the time he fires his gun, it was between 7 and 10 seconds. Yeah. Police officers are humans. They're not RoboCop. Yeah. They're not machines. They are humans. They have to sometimes go off instincts. That police officer, unfortunately, this young lady lost her life, but that police officer possibly saved her life. Now, all these retarded people that are talking about he should have spoken and de-escalated the situation, at that moment, Miss Bryant was not trying to hear anybody.
Yeah, no. She. So I like to call that like when somebody
she blacked out.
You black out. Yeah, you just black out.
Like, yeah. So he was forced to make a decision. It was 7 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do. Not to mention, it was excessive. He shot 4 times. You're supposed to fire until the person is subdued. He did not shoot her when she was on the floor. People are making it seem like he shot her and then he kept shooting her while she was on the floor.
Yeah, no.
No, he shot her. When she hit the floor, he stopped, and then he continued. It's not like he put the cuffs on her after she was down. It was sad that she lost her life.
It's unfortunate.
Whatever.
It's sad. It's
Not
it's
to
a
mention,
child.
okay, and again, the stupidity.
Yeah.
My nephew, right now. No, I want to put him on blast. I'm going to put him on blast. Self-defense, they came to her house to jump her. The stupidity of that fucking comment. The stupidity of that comment. Because, again, this officer did not know whose house it was.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
His,
the officer's eyes
his
doesn't matter.
job is to serve
exactly,
and protect. To preserve a life of someone.
Yeah.
He didn't know whose house it was. Secondly, with the stupid self-defense thing, if you knew you was going to go crazy on somebody in front of your house, why call the cops? She should have went crazy, stabbed her up, then call the cops. Then the stand the ground rule,
Yeah.
all that would have been in effect. Then the cops would have came, the person would have been dead or hurt. This person came to harm me,
Yeah.
so I did this. But they called the cops. So the cops had to react. Stop saying stupid, dumb shit like that. Because if you didn't know the backstory, let me just finish my thought. If you don't know the backstory, if the news, the media does not send this narrative
Yeah.
of, the aunt called, and if they don't send the narrative, and all you see is that video, and you see that this woman was about to stab another woman, there wouldn't be a conversation.
Yeah.
But because people are so jaded, and the narrative against police is so bad, that every fucking cop wants to kill a black person or wants to kill a minority. And unfortunately, I don't know if it's is of their own doing,
Yeah.
but that's the narrative that's being pushed. And that shit has to stop. You have to look at every case on an individual basis. On an individual incident, because it's not fair.
Yeah.
They are gonna bury they're gonna try to bury this officer. And the officer, in my eyes, in my estimation, did nothing wrong. He did his job. Unfortunately, this young lady lost her life. Yeah. Unfortunately, in the heat of the moment, she lost her temper, she lost her cool, and she didn't realize what she was doing. And it cost her her life. But don't come to me with stupidness of self-defense or using a pepper spray or he should excessive force. Do not look at the video. I keep telling people, just look at the video. Don't think about the whole story. And I told the whole story because I wanted the whole narrative to come out. Just look at the video. 7-second video, and look how fast it happened. And you put yourself in that shoe. You put yourself in that officer's shoes. And you tell me, as an officer that's supposed to serve and protect, you see a woman kicking another woman in the head and then turning around and going to stab the other woman.
I think it was obviously it was the knife. I don't think.
But I'm saying you see the anger and the heated motion that's happening. Yeah. What do you want him to do?
So there's no
Again,
way
there's
no way to jump into this and there's no way to jump into this and feel like you have the right answer. Right? I think this is honestly, I don't even think that this is as big a story, if not for only the current climate that we're in right now.
Clap that, yo.
All right? I don't even think that this is a story. All right? The reality, though, is that it's a child. Would you like to see...
And that's a sad part.
Yeah, would you like to see somehow, some way, in a perfect dream world, you want to see the officer somehow try
tackle her,
de-escalate.
Hit her with the water boy.
Right?
Hit her with the water boy. Tackle her. She doesn't have the knife. Everybody walks out fine. Yes, but that's not what happened.
But it's not only that. This is one of those situations where it's like this is not a movie. This is not a TV show. It can't go the perfect way every time.
Ice. Let's say this. Let's say he doesn't react as fast as he did, and she stabs the woman.
Yeah.
Once she starts stabbing, there was multiple cops there. Then they're gonna start firing. It's gonna be multiple shots fired because now she's in the act of killing someone. So then they're gonna say he reacted too late.
This is the one thing I'll say. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered that the officer was just trying to do his job. My concern really is really, I think, even though he was doing his job by trying to save her life, I think you actually put lives at risk because where she is positioned on the other girl, like you're literally shooting in the direction of not only the suspect, you're shooting in the same direction as the person you're trying to save.
I can see that. I
see that. It's like, for me, it's tough. I've never put a shield on. I don't know what it is.
But this is what I'm saying.
Try.
Everybody's Monday quarterbacking. Everybody's Monday morning quarterbacking. Everybody Monday morning quarterback.
Would you like to see a different approach? Yes, but it's a judgment call.
I don't know if
it's a judgment call.
And please, please. This is not a race thing. This one thing is not a race thing. I'm tired of people telling me.
I don't. Yeah.
No. I've been getting.
When people see this though, you got to understand, Josh. I don't think in this particular case it's not about being a race thing. I think in this particular case it's about another one, right? It's about another situation where the inequity, right, of treatment of how certain situations that involve minorities are handled. I don't want you to see that and think that that's what people. No, people are not saying that. They're not going down that road and just saying, "Oh, look, another white officer killing him." No, I just think it's the way minorities are policed, the way the system is
it's bigger,
designed.
But what you're saying is it's a bigger issue than what happened right now. I can agree with that.
Systemic. It is so big,
and I can agree with that. But what I'm saying is, for this specific case, and I wanted to focus on this, I've had people on my social media tell me if it was a white guy, there's been white people that they go wielding weapons and they don't get killed. Again, I've asked this, and I'm asking you now. Anybody that's watching, I'm gonna repost this on my Instagram. I'm not saying that this hasn't happened, but I would like someone to show me a video where any race has a weapon and is going after a civilian. Hold on. It's going not a cop. Not going after another cop. Not going after cop.
But that's even worse, Josh.
Again, but then that's up to the cop to make the decision whether he wants to risk his own life. But I'm talking about where the cop is risking another civilian's life. I know from a person's point of view. I know from a person's point of view, you're saying he's coming at me. Why would I want to kill him to save myself? But you're an officer. That's your decision. But I want to show. I challenge someone to show me a video where it appears a person has a knife or a gun and is going to attempt to murder or attack another individual, and the officer doesn't respond.
I'm gonna say I want you guys to flood Josh's
show me.
DM.
Do not show
flood
me.
Josh's
do not
DM.
show me. Do not show me white men going at cops. I have tons of video like that. There's a video of the white guy that beat up the cop, jumped in his car trying to take it. There's another one with a guy. I'm talking about a civilian. This officer shot this woman because she went to kill another civilian, not an they want to come.
But the officer shot in the same direction as the civilian.
He shot her in her chest. He had a clear angle to shoot her chest. Is what I'm saying. So please, again, look.
I'm not gonna disagree with you. I understand what you're saying, bro.
Again, another. My nephew, I love him, but he's still again. Listen to what I'm saying. Like, nobody wants to hear it. They want to hear what they're saying. Show me a video where a person is not going to attack a cop and the cop lets him live. I understand that. I understand that. If it would have been if it would have been a minority going to attack a cop, that person would not breathe another breath. That I understand. I understand that. I get that. I understand that 100%. If Wong or Malik go to the cop, they're gonna shoot him in the face. Hold on. But I want you to show me where they're going to attack somebody else.
That's that young kid that had the gun in the protest, right? Rittenhouse.
He died. They killed him.
Yeah, I know, but he killed a couple people before he died.
And also, that was a hostile. Again, I'm not making an excuse. That's a hostile environment where people are rioting. The cops don't even know what's going on. Not to mention, those cops were they even cops? They were like army people.
I hear what you're saying. I'm just trying to tell you right now. Like, I don't want to get off of what you're saying. I understand clearly what you're saying. In this case, it's a judgment call, and the reality is, like, by the book, maybe they, they slightly made a mistake. But I think the cops.
So the cops saw Rittenhausen shooting at people. They let him shoot, or they saw him walking around with a gun in a place where carrying a gun is legal. So he's carrying a gun.
Yeah, but hold on. Listen to what you're saying. Wait. Listen to what you're saying. You're saying in a place where walking around carrying a gun is legal, bro. All right. I have to remind you how many times blacks and Hispanics are just walking around. They're just walking around. They're not walking around with a gun. They're just walking around. Excuse me. You fit a description.
It just happened the other day with the kids with the bike.
Yes.
Listen, the systemic issue with policing against minority is horrible. I am not against that. I am 100% for that. I am in agreement with you. What I'm trying to explain to people, when I'm trying to explain to my nephew again, what you have to go at each individual incident to say to play stupid and to say that there's not a systemic issue with policing minorities. You are lying to yourself. I am not saying that.
That's all
I'm saying. For this issue, please do not compare this issue to other issues that have happened in the past. It is not in the same category. You're talking apples and oranges. You're talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. I don't know who that is, but I'm assuming that's the gentleman that had the
it was a Black Lives Matter protest.
He had an assault rifle. He ended up shooting somebody, killing him, and they arrested him. And then he said that.
Say it again. They what?
I understand it. They arrested him.
They arrested him.
I got you.
They didn't shoot him 4 times.
Okay, Isaac. Were they there when he was shooting? Were they next to him when he was shooting? To say somebody's around, you could be across the street, you could be over there. Were they next to him? This man was literally 10 feet away from her. So you telling me that Kyle Rittenhouse or whoever?
I'm just saying they always conveniently get arrested,
bro,
and given water,
but listen,
and giving humane treatment.
The kid that shot up the church, they bought him dinner after. They asked him if he was hungry.
Come on,
I understand, bro. It's fucked up, it's foul, but it's not. That's not the case with this situation.
No, I'm not.
But this is the problem. This is the problem. When people argue with me, they're bringing up other things that are not the same.
Yeah.
You're talking apple oranges. Do not bring your point across.
You gotta understand that it's the frustration, Josh. It's the same reason that LeBron tweeted that tweet, and then after processing it, deleted it. Right?
Exactly.
Because he went off of what?
That was
what did he go off
emotion.
Of? He went off of emotion,
okay.
Josh.
Again,
people are tired of this shit. You're tired of hearing about people, right?
And now kids
getting killed by cops. Period. Yeah. They're just tired of it.
Especially
they don't want to hear what happened. They don't give a shit anymore.
Especially minorities. Now, hold on. So LeBron's post, what Isaac was talking about, LeBron posted, "You're next," with the hashtag accountable with this situation. And then LeBron ended up erasing that tweet, I think, minutes or very after. Because it was causing a lot of friction on his page, so he erased it.
No. I think
that's what he said.
That's what he said. Yeah. I honestly think
he said what he said. He didn't expect what he said to cause such an outroar, so therefore he took it down. But he still thinks that the policing should be. I think
it was wrong of him to do that on a couple of different reasons, and for the exact same reasons that you're bringing up right now, right? It's a judgment call, and honestly could go almost like a either way, right?
Okay.
So I think that's why it was wrong. And that's piggybacking on exactly what you're saying, right?
So this is the idiocy I'm talking about. I honestly feel like Miss Bryant, if she was white, they would have not shot her. So they would allow...
Hold on. You might be right, if only for this reason, Josh.
They were going to allow a white woman to stab another white woman. They would allow that. So they would allow that. They would allow that.
So hold on. No. Hold on. Just hear me out, right? I'm just talking about different neighborhoods, right? You may go into a different neighborhood with a different mindset. So he may not be saying that, but that's the reality, Josh.
No, it's not reality.
You're not gonna go just firing your weapon.
It's not reality, bro. It's not reality. It's fiction.
But it is.
It's fiction. If that woman was white, green, purple,
you can't play the what if game. You can't play the what if game. But I understand why he's saying that.
So the what if game, if you can't play the what if game, you can't do it both ways.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying I understand what he's saying, man. I understand what he's saying, bro. I understand what he's saying.
Why don't we talk about the fucking aunt too? You know, I want to get off this topic, but why don't we talk about the aunt?
First of all, the aunt.
How you let your niece go out there with a knife?
The aunt gets the biggest.
Congratulations.
Come on.
The absolute biggest. Because, hold on. What do we say about Karens calling the cops for every little thing? What does that lead to?
What happened?
What does that lead to?
What happened? Arrest?
So, as a minority, you decide, I'm going to call the cops. Really? You really thought that was the best sound judgment? So I think the aunt gets the biggest.
No, but the thing is that, no, I'm not even mad that you called the cops. But if you called the cops, why would you let your niece come outside with a knife?
Well, clearly no one has control over at that point. She wilded out.
She knew, you know what, I'm done with this topic. I made my point. Again, the what if stuff, if she was white, I don't even want to hear it no more. I want you to put yourself in that man's shoes for those 7 seconds, and I want to see how you react.
Well, I also think, I also want to bring it back to the point, right? The point was every situation should be analyzed independently.
Correct.
Independently.
Exactly.
Every situation should be analyzed independently. And on that, I agree with you. Because that's just the reality. Every situation should be analyzed individually. But the overall tone, Josh, is that people are fed up and tired of hearing or reading about people getting killed by officers, whether it is justified or not. That's just the underlying ish that people are tired of.
I'm tired of it too, but not in this case. Should not be put in the other cases. They shouldn't be in the same bag. All right, let's move on. I don't know. Should we just went through. This was a serious topic. I have another topic that I think is serious. So let's get into some funny, and before we get into serious. And Peter Guns, Peter Guns, at 50 years old, allegedly is having his 11th baby by his 5th baby mom. Whatever, do you think? The girl is 19 years old.
All right, hold on. Yeah. I got to get ready for this one. Hold on. Let's run that all the way back.
Okay. Another hip hop star. What's that song he came out with?
Nobody's gonna even know. Nobody's gonna know.
We're
the only two people that may know that. The one hit made music.
The one hit wonder, Peter Guns. He's most notably known for being on Love and Hip Hop, and he's Corey Guns, who's with Young Money. Rapper.
Again, another person nobody's gonna know.
Well, that's his father.
So he has how many kids?
He has 11. This would be his 11th child.
11th child
from his 5th woman.
Fifth woman.
And the young lady that's pregnant is 19 years old.
How old is he?
50. Listen, Hefner,
that is disturbing.
Hold on.
It's disturbing.
I'm not mad about that. Hugh Hefner was banging them at 22 and he was like 80.
So hold on. And that's,
so if Hef can
I
do
was
it,
actually going to talk about that.
If Hef can do it,
that is something that is commonly allowed amongst certain races. Bro, I'm sorry. 50 years old? What do they have in common, bro? What do they have in common? That's it.
That's it. All I can think about when I think about Peter Guns,
that's disturbing, bro.
There was an episode where his fucking feet were black as this thing right here. He was sitting on somebody's couch. The bottom of his foot was black like this. It was disgusting,
bro. That's disturbing though, man. Come on, man.
Listen, Peter Guns is the man, man.
No, No. I'm not gonna front though. You know what it is? I think
It's entertainment.
I think
bro.
it's because he looks younger. Like, how does this even happen?
Yo, did you see him? He's on Cheaters.
Like, what is this
Hold
poor
up,
girl?
did you
This
see him
poor
on
girl
Cheaters?
ain't getting no attention?
Did you see him on Cheaters?
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
I will find it.
Are you talking about the part where he got into the fight with the dude? Yo, bro, that clip was hilarious.
If you guys don't know, again,
Yeah.
when I do the edits, I will
you gotta put
definitely
that
show.
in. You gotta put that
So
in, bro.
Peter Guns is the new host of
First of all, the dude gets the congratulations.
Uptown, baby. Uptown. What's the name of that fucking song?
Nobody cares. It's trash. Nobody cares.
Nah, that song was hot.
It was hot in
And
1995.
Yo, how old you think we are, bro?
That's my point, Josh. They ain't gonna know that.
Well, anyway, he's the new host of Cheaters. I didn't even know Cheaters was still on TV.
No, yeah.
Uh,
Hold on. I'm not even mad at Peter.
You want to tell him?
I'm not mad at Peter. I'm mad at the dude that got tight because his girl was getting her back blown out, and he decides to take it out on Peter Guns and starts fighting with him. He actually starts fighting with Peter Guns. Peter Guns says like the most hilarious thing, like, "Yo, bro, you mad at me? Don't take it out on me. Let's channel that energy and take it out on the dude that's smashing your girl."
Wait, no.
Now the kick that he supplies the dude that's giving it to his girl is hilarious, bro. It was like a Mortal Kombat Liu Kang kick to the chest. Yo, if you haven't seen that, Josh, I can't wait for you to edit this and put, bro, that kick is hilarious.
What? Oh my god!
If you didn't see that, tell me you saw that part.
I didn't see. I just saw Peter Guns fight.
What? Bro, so after that, they leave and they go and catch
the dude
with the girl. He's sitting down, sweet talking to his girl. Peter Guns is walking up. The dude sees the cameras or whatever. He pulls Peter Guns, like basically manhandles Peter Guns out of the way, and then just straight
Sparta kick.
Yo, Sparta kick to the chest, bro.
It's
hilarious.
We gotta look for that.
It's hilarious, bro.
Yo, yes, Brandon. Yes.
Yo, yes. Let's clap it up. He is absolutely the type of dude get her OnlyFans.
Hey, yo,
come on, bro. That's disgusting.
Hey, Chris, good looking. Deja Vu's the name of the song. Deja Vu's the name of the song.
Like, that's something that filthy rich dudes.
Well, I don't know if he's filthy rich.
That's my point. Like,
rich.
normally filthy rich dudes pull that off.
But
they're
you
like,
know
yo.
what? At 19 years old, the young lady's probably gullible enough to think he's on TV. He got a shit ton of money. But
No.
And fame. Clout.
You know what? Yeah, thank you. That's the drop we need. As always, one time for the clout.
Yeah.
Because like what 19, bro? Like, are you that thirst trap? Like you that desperate for attention? Your OnlyFans ain't popping enough. You need to date uncle. Not even uncle, grandpa Guns. You need to date Grandpa Guns? Really? Grandpa Guns. Look, the cameras. Grandpa Guns, we got the cameras falling all over the place.
Oh my god, cameras. What the fuck is happening? I got a feature.
Oh, we need that drop. Grandpa Guns.
Grandpa Guns.
Oh, man, bro.
Laying pipes to little girls. All right, well, Peter Guns, man, good luck to you and your babies.
Yo, on that note, matter of fact, because you have brought something interesting as far as like the convo about the age,
And that was the next topic I'm getting into. All right, so I've been watching.
The wife likes that. Grandpa Guns. We need that drop. Grandpa Guns.
So a couple shows back, we had talked about Lil Nas X and the video that he made where he was portraying sexual acts with what looks to be the devil. And my take on that was, it wasn't necessarily the video. My take on it was the fact that the majority of his fans are children, and he just threw that curveball. And I think he should have been more assertive and more conscious of the fact that he was the children of his audience.
Yep.
Jordan Lucas had came out and said something to that, and this guy's reaction was, well, you know, that Old Town Road was about drinking lean and doing all types of shit, which I didn't know about. And Jordan Lucas was saying, so he said, it's not, so I'm paraphrasing, he said, it's not, I never told you to let your kids listen to my music. So you should be looking at yourself. And then Jordan Lucas had responded to him, well, you should have thought of that before you started taking Kids' Choice Awards. Now, recently, I saw a video of this gentleman, Little Nas X. He is having a sit-down with two, what it looks like, maybe 10-year-olds, 8-year-olds. And he's talking to them about being in the closet. And the innocence of the children are not understanding what he's trying to say. Then he talks about the song, which is called Montero, and he's talking, and the innocence of these children. I think some people found that as being humorous, because what he's saying to them, they're not getting the grasp of it, and it's showing their innocence. This has led me to the topic.
He was talking to them about what?
He was talking about saying in the closet, what in the closet means to them, and one of the kids, he was trying to explain it. And one of the kids had said something like, yeah, me and my brothers, we play and we hide, and then you go to the closet and then we come out. That's in the closet. And Lil Nas X is like laughing. So they found it humorous. I don't find that funny.
I don't think anybody should. First of all, the first thing I'm wondering is like, yo,
who's the producer?
No, where their parents? You let your parents go on clout.
They do it for clout. We need to get that drop.
We need that drop. We need that drop.
So my question was, when is it a good time to start talking sexuality to your children? Now,
are we talking about just educating or enlightening or just having that
about
birds and the bees conversation?
Right? Because what happens is now, I seen a video also, I think it's in England, where they're having trannies come to kindergarten classes and first grade classes, and they're reading kids' books. And in one of the videos, the transgender person was twerking. And again, I have no issues with whatever they want to do, but with the children,
was the twerk part of the educational process?
Obviously, I don't think it was. And I have the video again. When I edit, I'll show it. My first introduction to sex, and I'm sorry, by the way. Introducing sex to children, Lil Nas X said it best himself. If you don't like what I'm doing, then don't play the music or don't play that for my kids. That's on you. But when we're sending our children to school, it's under our impression that they're not doing that because we're sending them to school. So
if they're not getting force-fed.
Exactly. Force-fed sexuality, period.
Yeah.
If I'm not ready to teach my kids sexuality in general, then who the fuck are you to be teaching my kids sexuality without informing me?
Yeah.
Now, when I was growing up, my first introduction to sex, I mean, most of the kids are usually amongst friends, or maybe you watched a porn and somebody had left around, or you see something. That's how you got introduced to it, like before someone actually started talking to you.
Yeah.
But if you, from school, there was a class called health education. And health education was when they first started to talk to you about sex. And that class didn't come to like 9th, 10th grade.
But when you were in that class, you were well versed already.
But the school
the school doesn't push it on you.
Didn't deem it appropriate.
Appropriate until
so he was 14, 15 years old.
Okay, I see what
I
you're
have
okay.
10-year-old sons. I have young kids, and they watch movies with me. If they start kissing or they start having sex, I'm like covering them. Now, granted, I'm not going to sit here and say my kids never seen kissing. They probably seen sex. They probably heard me having sex. But
no, listen, as a parent, just don't go through the browsing history. I'll leave it at that.
Exactly.
I'll leave it at that.
I understand, but that's
you might get surprised.
Exactly. But that's for us in the house to figure out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not for someone.
It's your opportunity that you want to feel like you are the first one to get to have that conversation with your child.
So I bring that up. I feel like I'm not going to touch on that. Brandon said D Wade's son. I'm not going to touch on that. That's not.
Yeah, we're not going.
Definitely not going to touch
on
on that. That's too sensitive a topic for me, and I don't understand it enough. What do you do? Like, I don't even. The world is so hypersexual. It's like and it's not even about the gay community. I don't want my kids to know about sex, period. Let alone forcing that on them. Even heterosexuals, I don't want them to know that.
So,
I believe they kill the innocence.
I'd be highly pissed if I found out at my son's school, all right, that there was a transsexual twerking at an assembly or whatever they thought that was deemed appropriate. I'm wow. I don't even know what to say to that because I'd lose my mind. Especially, what was it? 8-year-olds?
Yeah,
how old were the kids?
I don't know the kids, but they're young. They're pretty young.
So my son is 10. All right.
My son is 10 too.
I'm at that point now where I'm trying to figure out, like, I know he knows
What's going on?
Yeah.
I'll say a little bit of what's going on.
As a parent, you always are trying to be mindful of, like, when you had these experiences in your own life, right? But today's generation is, bro.
They're taking away the innocence.
It's not that. It's they have access to information
Right.
at their fingertips.
Right.
We didn't have.
Correct. Right.
All right.
Like, yeah.
We, came about the internet age, right?
Mm-hmm.
These kids, like, they're like little Intel processors, bro. Their brains are always going and they're always getting information. I feel like it's already too late to have that conversation, and he's 10. That scares me.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even know how to approach that. It's bugged out. How would I feel if his school decided
You took that out of my fucking hands, bro.
Yeah. I would have, like, was there email sent like, hey guys, by the way, we're gonna.
There you go. How would you feel if we doing this? Ask me for my
yeah.
All right,
like, give me a heads up.
I'm not sending my kid to school. Or give me a chance to do it. To take it out. I talked about this on the show a while back. I was in someone's house, and the Bad Bunny song came out, where Bad Bunny was cross-dressed as a young lady.
Yeah.
And at the end of the video, you realize that Bad Bunny did that because there was a horrific murder, hate crime, towards someone in Puerto Rico, and Bad Bunny did that for that person. I think that's an honorable thing. I think that was a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I thought it was
But
dope.
my son, who's 5 years old,
Yeah.
it's like, Daddy, Bad Bunny has boobs.
Yeah.
So I changed the channel, right?
Yeah.
Not that it was inappropriate for my son. It was inappropriate for my 5 and 10-year-olds to be watching that.
Yeah.
So I changed it. And they know the song because we play the music on the iPad. So I had the ability to stop it for now. If they're doing that in school, you're taking my ability to be a parent away.
Yeah. I think
so
I understand if, like, so this is the thing, right? If it's in the tasteful way of just educating.
I'm sorry, I'm so lost.
If it's in the appropriate educational way, I completely understand.
Yes, I agree.
But to just have somebody up there for the sake of having somebody up there, and then they do what I feel is inappropriate, like,
and then
that school is just wrong for that.
And then again, when do kids actually start understanding sexual? You don't, because until you ascension, you're already an adult. Until you actually start having the act, you really don't understand it. So the innocence at 9, 10, 11
is not the same.
They may
it's
see
not
it
the same
like it was.
Not the same.
But they might see it. But I don't see little Ice or my son Cam thinking, I want to go fucking I want to go grab a girl. I want to go touch her. I want to kiss. I want to.
Yeah. So
if you invoking this,
think about
if you
it like
invoking this information to them, you're making them more curious than what they should be.
So I'm trying to think back. Obviously, thankfully, my brain still kind of functions, and I remember elementary school, but I really remember middle school as being that exploratory area, right? And I was a wild little, probably perverted 6th grader, trying to holler at 8th graders. I remember that, vividly.
Yeah, me too.
291.
I was a
third
pervert.
floor. Everybody knows.
My sister had.
I think it was.
My sister got 5 years on me.
There was, if anybody went to 291, there was a specific
yeah. The
stairway.
Sixth floor, yeah.
It was the sixth floor,
Or the fourth. It was a top floor.
there was a top floor
A staircase.
that
Where
nobody.
the music room was. Yes, I know you're talking about.
Josh knows what I'm talking about.
Was it 291?
Bro. If you wanted
Yeah.
to cop,
I think every
you wanted to cop
junior
your
high school had
exploratory.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody had
If
that.
you wanted to cop your exploratory phase,
Yeah, you could.
that was the location to do it. So I specifically remember like middle school. Now I'm trying to think like, damn. I feel like I have to have that conversation now with Ice because I'm like, yo, by middle school, these kids might knock somebody up. They might get somebody pregnant. Like, yo,
Bruh.
these kids today is wilding, man.
So the question is when is the right time to teach someone about sexuality? The answer to that is I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows. I think
But
that's,
I will
that's
say
like
this.
an imperfect thing.
But I will say
this.
I
It's
wanna-
never too early.
Yeah, exactly.
In this generation, it's never
And
too
I will
early.
say this when it comes to my children.
Yeah.
At least I want to be the one that teaches them or talks to them about them. I don't need someone else to.
Daddy, why was mommy calling your name so much yesterday?
Daddy was tearing that ass up. All right.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, I hate to do this.
Why was mommy making all that weird noise?
She got stomach pain. She got the bubble guts.
Man.
I hate to do this, but we gotta talk about it. We lost DMX last show. We lost DMX. A legend, and this week we lost Black Rob and Shock G. Black Rob. People probably would know Black Rob more because of the Whoa song. And that was super popular in Bad Boy.
But real hip hop
Shock
heads.
G.
Yeah.
Shock G, if you guys
real
don't know.
hip hop heads.
Humpty Hump.
Yeah, facts.
He had the nose, the fake nose. My name was Humpty. And Shock G was one of the founders of Tupac Shakur. If you guys didn't know that.
First of all, put some respect on his name. Brooklyn's own
Shock G.
Shock G.
Yes. So we lost two greats. It's unknown what Shock G's death was from. Black Rob died of kidney failure. So they both were great artists in hip hop, Hall of Famers. And it's sad. It's tragic. They said death comes in threes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Now that you say that, yeah, that is crazy.
Death comes in threes. And I'm gonna show something. There's a guy, he does GTA skits, and I would love to play them, but he actually puts real people in the GTA skits, and he does cartoons. I'll show you them. He did a funeral for DMX, a funeral for Black Rob, and a funeral for Shock G. The video
and recreates it in like a GTA format.
Yeah, but the thing is that we can't play it because he plays their music while it's doing it.
Oh no! I'm not even.
So
saying
after
that.
the show, I'm gonna show you.
I was gonna say like I'm just impressed that he actually takes. The time
So
to
I
do
mean,
all that. That sounds crazy.
I probably could show you guys a glimpse of it when I do the edits, but I don't know if I can because of the music. But we lost three.
I do want to say though, like just for the sake of like giving them their props, like I know obviously Shock G contributed a little bit more to hip hop, especially in the earlier
Correct.
days. But both of them at least left some music that we could enjoy.
I mean, Black Rob has a couple songs that are gonna be last. Like if you're a hip hop, Whoa is like a cult classic.
I think the Humpty Dance is also.
I was like, these are cult classics.
Yeah.
So depending on what party you go to, they're gonna be jumping off.
Yeah.
And then Black Rob still has a lot of other songs with Diddy and Bad Boy, and they're gonna be missed.
I think Digital Underground was definitely undervalued
one of the
underrated.
pioneers.
Yeah,
One of the
exactly.
pioneers of hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay, and we talked about DMX, so let's talk about something good. Jadakiss held a food giveaway in Yonkers in memory of DMX. I think that was dope. And just shout out to Jadakiss for doing that. We said that at the end of the show we would do a review of a show or a movie. Did you finish seeing Snowfall.
Yes.
All right, so let's go over it. All right. Once again, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Our podcast.
We don't.
You
really
don't like
give
it?
Yeah, we don't give a shit.
Here you go.
Stay up to date and watch
Yeah.
Snowfall.
So
All
now, Snowfall ends. Is this guy dead?
Oh shit! Wait, don't tell me that. That was the season finale.
Yeah, season finale.
Shit.
Now I gotta wait.
Damn.
Is this guy dead?
Wait. Is who dead?
Oh no, he's not dead. So the what's his name? I'm terrible with names. The guy that they killed his wife and his kid. One of the drug dealers.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
No, I realize he's not because at the end, when again, who's the main character? I'm that bad with names. The main character is.
I'm terrible with names
all
too.
their fucking names.
I'm terrible with names too. But wait, no, he has to be dead. He
No,
was in the hospital.
He's not.
You think they saved him? You think they were able to save him?
No, he's not because Franklin is the main character.
Yeah.
He's not dead because at the end of the show, Leon is talking to Franklin and saying, "What are you gonna do about Jerome and Louis now that they're good with this guy? They fixed everything with the gentleman. What's his name? With Scully.
I don't think they fixed it
at the
though.
end. That's what he says. He says, now that they fixed things with Scully, what are you gonna do?" When they're sitting down and he's talking, and he said, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna get everybody back. So he's alive. He didn't die. And remember, they show him when before the credits are going off, he's at a car holding his stomach in the hospital.
To be fair though, Scully didn't like. Scully never wanted it to get this far.
Yes,
anyway.
you're right. It was
Scully
Man Boy.
never wanted it to get this far anyway.
It was Man Boy.
Yeah.
So if you didn't catch Snowfall this season, probably was arguably the best season there was. It's foul that they had to kill Franklin's father after he left.
Yo, I thought that was the dopest part. I thought that was the dopest part.
But let me ask you a question.
Because I was
it
like,
the
yo,
CIA?
you can't.
Was it the CIA or was this a personal vendetta?
It's not a personal vendetta. If you haven't, see, that's the part that it didn't make sense that he let him leave. He doesn't leave loose ends.
Yes. Yeah,
he does not leave loose ends, bro. He doesn't leave loose ends. So when he showed up in Cuba, I was like, yeah, I knew that was coming.
I think,
and I also felt like he knew how critical Franklin's mother is to the operation. Like, no, we need your ass in LA doing what you got to do.
I don't think he's being reassigned.
You don't think he's being reassigned? I don't think he's
been reassigned.
I don't think he's been working with them. I think he's been doing his own thing.
No, I don't think he's being reassigned by CIA. I think CIA said clean up the mess. Because he says, remember, he says before that happened, before they happened with the reporter,
he's technically like almost like a mercenary.
Yeah.
He has no affiliation.
Yeah.
He made it clear to them, like, yo, you guys can use me however you want now.
He gave up his family for it.
Exactly.
He gave his family for it.
So that's how I knew Franklin's pops was done.
Snowfall, what is it, season 4 or 5? What is this? 4? A wrap. If you guys don't know what we were talking about, catch it on Hulu right now.
What would happen if Nick Fury was in charge? That's the wrong show, Jose. Come on, bro.
Yeah, Jose been killing it all day. I laughed earlier when you were talking about the serious conversation because he said the cop should have been like Tackleberry from Police Academy.
Yeah.
The white guy that shot everybody, and then nobody would have died. He would shot everybody. All right, well, so that was Snowfall. Mortal Kombat comes out today. So
it's already out.
It's already out.
I
So
would have liked to watch it before the show. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it
definitely talk about it next week.
I'm watching that today.
I'm watching
that today. That's a Daniel Snyder situation for me.
If I don't,
did I say Daniel Snyder? I'm bugging. I just mentioned the
it's
Washington Redskins.
It's definitely Snyder.
It's a Snyder. But it's Daniel. It's not the owner of the Redskins. Sorry.
All right. Well, episode 14 is in the books. Before we go, one last thing. Caitlyn Jenner's about to be the governor.
Nah. Hold on. No.
I'm not going to talk about it.
No.
Caitlyn Jenner with no political background.
First of all, no, we're not going to go there.
Governor of California?
We already in a...
Is she going for governor?
We already in
Is she going for governor of California?
Yeah.
Maybe Schwarzenegger was the governor. Schwarzenegger, Jesse the Body Ventura. And they had no experience.
You know what? You know what? You're right. You're making a very good argument.
In Schwarzenegger's defense, Schwarzenegger was trying to be the mayor of New York before that. Because he used to come to the community center. So he had political aspirations before that. But New York got him out of here. And he wanted to California. Caitlyn Jenner, boo-boo. If you want to run for governor, I'm not a part of California. By all means, do what you got to do. I've seen craziest shit. Donald Trump was president. On that note,
you know, I'm not even going to argue with that. You can't follow that up. You can't follow that up. I'm not going to argue that, bro.
Next week, 8:30ish.
8:30ish. 8:30ish. 8:30ish. We out. We out. Let's go Knicks.
My bad, bro.